Welcome back to Wheel Reverend, your trusted pit stop for the latest in motorcycles, tech, and two-wheeled adrenaline. And today, we've got something special: the legend reborn, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4. This isn't just a motorcycle. This is raw power, brutal design, and pure attitude. The VMAX has been Yamaha's muscle bike icon since the 1980s, and in 2025, it's evolved into a monster with refinement. Buckle up, because today, we're diving deep into the VMAX V4A, what makes it a standout, how it performs, and whether this beast deserves a spot in your garage. The VMAX is one of those names that instantly sparks respect. Yamaha could have let it remain a legend of the past, but instead, they've crafted a worthy successor for a new era of riders, a modern tech combined with old-school brawler energy. And the heart of that energy? A brand new, reworked V4 engine. Let's talk about that first. Powering the 2025 Yamaha VMAX is a massive 1,700cc liquid-cooled V4 engine. That's right, a V4. This engine produces a staggering 210 horsepower and about 127 pound-feet of torque. Just let that number sink in. 210 horses between your legs, ready to launch you forward like a rocket strapped to a two-wheeled chassis. And Yamaha's advanced ride-by-wire throttle system makes sure all that power is delivered smoothly, a broken bar or savagely, depending on how much you twist that throttle. One of the standout improvements in this 2025 version is the torque management system. Yamaha calls it YTMS, and it ensures that you don't just burn rubber at every traffic light. It gives you options: Mode 1 for full unfiltered power, Mode 2 for wet or city riding, and Mode 3 for a balance between torque and traction. Combined with a slipper clutch and a 6-speed transmission, this bike handles like a pro wrestler in a tuxedo. Brutally strong, yet surprisingly refined. Now, if you're thinking that all that muscle is hard to tame, you'd be right. But Yamaha thought ahead. The VMAX V4 comes equipped with a sophisticated traction control system, cornering ABS, and for the first time ever on a VMAX, cruise control. Why? Because not every ride is a drag strip duel. Sometimes, you just want to devour miles of open road. When it comes to performance numbers, we're talking about a 0 to 60 time in the low 2-second range. Quarter mile. Roughly 9.5 seconds, depending on the rider's skill and conditions. This isn't just a cruise route, it's hyperbike territory with the stance of a street brawler. But performance is only half the story. The 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 brings aggressive, sculpted design to match its brutal power. The frame is a lightweight aluminum diamond-type chassis, with that massive V4 engine displayed like artwork in a muscular, exposed layout. Every angle screams intimidation. Those massive air scoops on each side. Functional and iconic. Yamaha has refined them for better airflow into the intake, giving it both form and function. The LED headlight setup is sharp, futuristic, and flanked by integrated LED indicators, blending classic muscle bike looks with modern detailing. The rear is tight and compact, with a minimal LED tail unit that keeps attention on those massive dual exhausts newly designed for this year. They rumble like distant thunder. There's no mistaking of VMAX roar, even in a crowded urban jungle. The riding position has been tweaked slightly. It's still upright, still aggressive, but with revised ergonomics and better cushioning for longer rides. The seat height sits at 31 inches. Making it approachable for a wide range of riders while still feeling commanding on the road. The dash? Full TFT this time, customizable, with smartphone connectivity via Yamaha's proprietary Y-Connect app. Want navigation, calls, or music control on your ride? Done. Want real-time diagnostics or service reminders? Also done. The VMAX V4 brings analog muscle into the digital age. Suspension duties are handled by fully adjustable kib forks up front and a revised monoshock in the rear, giving you control over your ride setup. Need it stiffer for aggressive canyon runs? Done. Need it softer for long highway cruising? easy. Braking has seen a serious upgrade too, with dual 320mm front discs grabbed by radial mount Brembo calipers and a 298mm disc at the rear. The feedback is sharp, confidence-inspiring, and absolutely necessary with that much brute force on tap. And while we're here, let's talk about weight. The VMAX has never been a lightweight contender, but Yamaha's trimmed the fat. This 2025 version weighs in at around 630 pounds wet, down from previous generations thanks to material improvements and smarter frame design. Now, what about price? This kind of power, engineering, and style doesn't come cheap. The 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 comes in at around $23,999, depending on region and optional packages. Sure, that's premium territory, but remember, you're not just buying a motorcycle. You're buying a modern muscle icon, a piece of motorcycling heritage brought roaring into the future. What's the unique selling point here? Honestly, it's the whole package. No other production bike on the market gives you a combination of V4 muscle, cruiser comfort, hyperbike acceleration, and unmistakable presence quite like the VMAX. It's a legend not because it's the fastest or the lightest, but because nothing else looks, feels, or sounds quite like it. For those who crave individuality on the road, who want to ride something that gets respect at every red light and sends a shockwave through the ground at every throttle twist, the VMAX V4 is it. So, is the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 for you? If you want brutal muscle, advanced tech, and iconic looks all fused into one unapologetic machinery, the answer is yes. That's it for this edition of Wheel Reverend. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments, would you ride the VMAX, or is it just too much bike for the street? Until next time, be a ride safe, ride hard, and keep those wheels revving.